back to another Miniverse video. Today we're going to be making 3 more of the Make It Mini Lifestyle Series 1. So we've already opened 3 of these in a previous video where we unboxed some candles and also some plants. And the turtle. So hopefully we're not going to get any doubles, but I will leave a link to that video if you guys want to check that out after today's video. So let's get started with the first one, and I'm really hoping that we don't get doubles. And let's get this peeled off. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. So I did already get the turtle, but I wouldn't mind having like a whole collection of turtles that we could remix a little bit. And I'd kind of love to make a frozen moment with a turtle. All right, so let's move this out of the way and pop the cover. Okay, what do we have? Fingers crossed, no doubles. Oh, I think this is water. And yes, oh, okay, so this is actually a bottle of salt water. And okay, there's a lot of stuff in here, but let's put the shelf together. I kind of want to make something with these shelves. What do you guys think I should make? Okay, so we have all of our recipes and tweezers. And I think I'm going to start with this one. This one has like, oh my gosh. Okay, look at the bag of this. So it looks like we have the butterfly fish. Oh, this is so pretty. It's kind of hard to see the details through the plastic, but look how adorable. And I love the packaging. All right, next up, this one feels like it has actually a few things in it. Oh, okay. So it's the aquarium supply. So we have our plant, which kind of looks like a real one, like that you would get in the store. Okay, and oh, we have our pebbles. So this one actually comes with the pink pebbles. Love those. And they give you so many too. Okay, so this must be the aquarium tank, and I'm going to unwrap this carefully because I actually keep this newspaper. I have an idea of something I want to do with it once I get a bunch. But here is our rectangle aquarium. And we have the mini post newspaper. I love this stuff. Okay, so we also have our card of recipes. So we have a bunch of different candles, aquariums, also the cute little turtle. There's 2 different ones that you can get. And a bunch of plants. And we're going to be making the butterfly fish. So let's get making. First, let's go ahead and add in our aquarium pebbles. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this open. Now these pebbles have that same texture of like taco beef from Miniverse, so it is kind of like that kinetic sand. So I'm just gonna place a bunch in the bottom, and then I'm gonna use resin just to mix it together to help it stay at the bottom. And I'm gonna try to not use too much. Okay, yeah, I think that's enough. All right, let's spread this along the bottom because as you guys know, pebbles sit at the bottom of a tank. Just pouring in a little bit of that water resin. And I think that's enough. So I'm just gonna mix it with the tweezers. And I'm kind of hoping that doing this is gonna help us like not get too many bubbles. Like hopefully we're not gonna have too much air wanting to escape if we do this. I don't know if that'll work. I'm gonna try it. So I'm just gonna add a little more water. And I'm just gonna try to spread this out evenly so it looks like a real aquarium. Now let's decorate it. So I'm gonna grab these leaves, which look like something you would actually add in your aquarium, and they even have like a real texture. They're wiggly. So I'm just gonna use my tweezers and place this down into the pebbles and the resin. I'm gonna kind of put it to this side back out of the way. Okay, so I really want this to stand straight. So I'm gonna go ahead and cure this. While that's under the light, we're gonna open our butterfly fish. And I'm actually obsessed with the little bag that it comes in. It's plastic shaped like a bag. And I think we're gonna actually make a frozen moment with this one so that I can incorporate the packaging. Like this. I kind of wanna make this like the fish is like floating into the tank. You'll see. How cute is this? So much detail, and it's so tiny. All right, so let's get started. So I am also gonna be getting a UV flashlight so that you guys can see when it cures a little bit easier. Just because I do use the nail light and you guys don't see when it cures, but I'm gonna start by adding in some of the water resin. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tip this on an angle like this. And as the water, like the resin is running down, I'm gonna stick it under my light. And then as it's dripping, it's gonna harden. So we've just done the first, now I'm gonna let the second batch kind of run over the first resin. Stick it under the light. And yeah, this one kind of worked out good because it stuck to the bottom, but it also hardened. So that's gonna give us a nice base to work with. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to attach this and have the fish like it's flying out of the bag. Not flying, swimming. And let's add a little resin to some plastic. And I'm gonna try to like shape it as if it's like a splash. I don't know if I'm gonna use this or not. I don't even know if we actually need this, but I am gonna test it. We can remove this if it's too much. Okay, so let's harden this as well. Now let's add a little bit of resin. So all of this in the aquarium is already hardened under the light. So I'm just gonna attach this like that. And I'm kind of thinking this is gonna be too much with the fish. So let's remove it. Yeah, that's way too big. Okay, so I'm gonna use some resin and attach the fish. And done. What do you guys think so far? Okay, so it kind of looks like the fish is swimming out of the bag into the tank. So now we're gonna grab the water and fill up the rest of the fish tank. I am absolutely loving how this is looking. All right, so the rest of the resin has been added, so let's go ahead and cure this under the light. And done. So here is our remix version of the butterfly fish. I am obsessed with this, guys, and I love that we incorporated the fish bag. And now let's move on to the second recipe. Okay, so the second recipe, it feels weird calling them recipes when some of them are like fish and turtles, but I don't know what else to call them. And let's get this opened. Oh my gosh, okay. I don't know why this layer is always so hard. Okay, there we go. And pop. Oh, almost. Okay, wait, oh no. Wait, okay, I'm seeing water. Is this a double? Oh no, okay, so we have another bottle of salt water, which is the resin. Oh gosh, okay. Let's see, I'm seeing... Okay, let's pull this bag out. We do have another aquarium, I think, and our tweezers. I'm just gonna pull all this out. What do you guys do with all of these shelves that you get? Okay, so let's open the first bag. So this is probably gonna have the fish in it. That's what it feels like. Oh my gosh, okay. This is not the fish, but it doesn't look like we're getting a double because we have the yellow aquarium pebbles. Nice. And we have pink coral. Okay, that's adorable. Wait, okay, I'm trying to remember which fish comes with this one. So I'm going to carefully unwrap the aquarium. So we have a round fish bowl. For a second, guys, I thought this was going to be the cat one. There's a round fishbowl that has like cat ears on it. I want that so bad. All right, now we have one more package, which is going to have our fish. And, oh my gosh, we have Dory. Okay, so we have the blue tang. Okay, this is adorable and so tiny. So let's get making. So here's the recipe for the blue tang. This one's pretty straightforward. So first we're gonna grab our yellow fish tang pebbles. And I'm just gonna be adding a nice layer at the bottom of the tank. And I'm just gonna pack this down with the tweezers. Okay, that I think looks good. Now look at this coral and how teeny tiny this is. But it has like a lot of texture on it, surprisingly. Using my tweezers, we're just gonna push this down into the pebbles. I'm gonna try to keep it to the back. And now let's grab the blue tang, also known as Dory. Look at how small. Like, this is so tiny. So I'm gonna try to put this into the fish tank, and I'm gonna put this more towards the front. I am gonna still save that bag packaging. Maybe we'll use it for something else because I think it is so cute. Okay, this is really tiny and hard to work with. I'm trying to keep everything facing up. All right, now let's add in that water resin. And this one is pretty simple and basic, so I'm just gonna fill this all the way to the top. And there's lots of bubbles. So we're just gonna grab the tweezers and make sure that we pop as many of the bubbles that we can. But I'm not really too worried because honestly, in a fish tank, there's usually like a machine for adding in bubbles, like oxygen. All right, so here is the blue tang tank. So let's go ahead and cure this under the light. And done. Here is our finished blue tang. Now this tank definitely is pretty simple. I would like to do this again as a frozen moment. Now let's move on to the last recipe. Fingers crossed this is not gonna be a double. Okay, so let's open this up. My favorite part. Okay, and let's get this one. This is always the hard part. Okay, oh my gosh, it always gets stuck on the shelf part. I think because there's like a lip there. Ooh, oh my gosh. I haven't been able to peel one of these open in forever. Pop. Okay, we don't have water. All right. Oh, wait, are we making a candle? All right, so we're making the eucalyptus candle. So we have the wax resin, and this should be the jars for the candle. And we have the nozzle. I'm a little worried because with the Lifestyle Series 1, if I remember the last candles we made didn't have enough resin. Here's the shelf. All right, so let's open the first package. We are definitely making a candle. So yes, we've got our 2 candle wick. Adorable. And let's open up, what is this? Oh, the candle tray. Oh my gosh. So it's like pink and wood. Oh, that is adorable. That would be perfect like in a bathroom. All right, so let's get making. First, let's go ahead and open the candle wicks. So we're gonna be making 2 candles. And I'm really hoping that we have more of the resin for the wax than the last candles we made. Okay, so we have, the texture of these really does feel like a wick too. All right, so let's see which type of candle holders we get. Okay, so these are the ones that kind of look like a flower. I think they are so adorable. I would love to use some of these for like a food recipe also. Okay, so we have a taller one and a medium one. And you can see they have like that flower shape to them. And of course, we're gonna save the box for my hoard. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab the eucalyptus resin. and adding the nozzle. First, I'm just gonna do a little layer so that we can attach the wicks into them and harden. Just because I do want the wicks to be centered. So I'm just gonna add in a little more. I'm squeezing really hard. So let's add in the first wick. All right, and the second. Okay, I like that. And just trying to make sure that they are in the center. All right, so that looks good. So I'm gonna try to get all of the wax or the resin out, but I'm telling you guys, look at how hard I'm squeezing this. Like, this bottle is empty. Okay, so these are definitely not gonna be full, but here they are complete, and all 3 recipes. Which Miniverse series would you guys like to see me do in a future video?